Hello again to anyone and no one who accidentally clicked on this video, and welcome to day 8 of Mario Kart Week. All week we're playing every track from every Mario Kart game. We're nearly done, we only have 2 days left. Yesterday we went through the entirety of Mario Kart 7 for the 3DS, and today we're finally getting started with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is my favorite Mario Kart, just ahead of Mario Kart Wii, which is my second favorite Mario Kart. Now, funny story about my Mario Kart Wii video that I did a couple days ago. I know that there was a technical difficulty. The in-game audio wasn't working correctly. At least you could hear me, like my mic was working fine, but I didn't correct it. I didn't realize it, and I wasn't able to fix it till like pretty much the end of the video. Like the last 3 races, the audio was good, but it wasn't that big of a deal. It was just the in-game audio. Like everything else was fine. My mic was fine. The visuals, like the was all good. So yeah, my apologies for that. And I didn't mention that yesterday in my 3DS video because I had recorded both of those videos back to back, the Mario Kart Wii and the Mario Kart 3DS video. So I didn't realize till after I filmed the 3DS one that that sound issue in the Mario Kart Wii video, but I got that all sorted out now. I'm keeping a closer eye on my sound bar here on OBS. And today should be a pretty good day, I think. So as I've been saying all week, we're going to do this on 200. I think so far I've been like pretty average at these Mario Kart games. I haven't played a lot of them like consistently in years. So I've been doing a lot of like 100, 150cc, but I've been boasting all week like, oh, I'm so good at Mario Kart 8. Wait till you guys see me in Mario Kart 8. You know, and 2 reasons why we're going to play in 200cc. One, because it's because I can handle it and because I'm really good. And 2, it's going to make this go by a little quicker because we're splitting Mario Kart 8 up into 2 days, as you might know. We're doing all of the base game tracks today, and then tomorrow we're going to do all of the DLC tracks. But I still have 48 tracks I got to get through today, so it's going to be a lot quicker if I can get through this, you know, on 200. Alright, without further ado, let's just get started with the Mushroom Cup. So we have 12 cups here we got to do today, and should be a lot of fun. Mario Kart 8, like I said, it's my favorite Mario Kart, by far, I think, and it is a lot of fun. It's a really great looking game too, at least the base game tracks. Some of the DLC tracks look really good, but some of them, yeah, they're, you know, they were pretty much all ported from Tour, all of the Booster Course Pass tracks, and they still drive really great. Like, it's really fun level design. But a lot of the tracks in the Booster Course Pass look a little silly. Well, some of them look a little silly. Anyway, the base game tracks in this game look absolutely gorgeous. Get out here, Waluigi. Mario Kart Stadium is a really cool kind of first track to this game. I can't believe Mario Kart 8 is almost 10 years old, because this game came out in 2014. And some people will correct me and say like, oh no, it came out in 20... Like I've had people tell me like, oh, 2017. And I guess like the deluxe version came out for the Switch in 2017, but like no, this is a port of Mario Kart 8 from the Wii U, which is a 2014 game. Now, since the Booster Course Pass, you know, like the Booster Course Pass, I think really helped make this game kind of stand out a little bit more on the Switch. You know, because there's so much original content there now. Like, I can't play 48 tracks on my Wii U version of Mario Kart 8. So, it definitely helped this game, I think, like, stand out a lot more. Yeah. And we're already just about done. Dude, Mario almost like went through the blades of that helicopter there. That would have been tragic. First place, look at that. That's going to be the first of many first places. I want to come in first in almost every race. That's how confident I am. I'm stating that right now up front. And 200cc the whole way through. Same thing tomorrow when we do the DLC tracks. I have so, like... Bruh. Actually, you know what? Why don't we just take a look here? I have 320 hours in freaking Mario Kart 8. That's more than Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom will surpass that soon, though, because I'm still playing a lot of Tears of the Kingdom. Still a lot of stuff. That game, there's so much to do in Tears of the Kingdom, but yeah, I have like, so obviously I like this game a lot. Like I'm not neglecting the Switch version of Mario Kart 8. You know, I've played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the Switch probably a lot more than I did the original on the Wii U. I'm sure I did. I'm sure I have, especially with the Booster Course Pass now, and all the hours that I've played and put into this game. So I'm not neglecting 8 Deluxe at all. It's just that it really has been like just about 10 years since we've had a true original built from the ground up Mario Kart game. Because the Booster Course Pass was pretty cool. Like I said, some of the tracks look a little goofy in the Booster Course Pass, but the level design is still a lot of fun. I still appreciate it. It's really cool, but it uses the same engine as Mario Kart 8, as expected. It's a DLC. The same engine, it's the same controls and all that. It's just that when we finally do get a Mario Kart 9, which is going to be on the next system, it's not... All hope is lost. When they announced the Booster Course Pass, it was like bittersweet. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, but that was when I was able to confidently knock the nail in the coffin, because I've been so I've been wanting Mario Kart 9 on the Switch for years, and that's all I would talk about, like, with my friends who are Nintendo fans, and like that's all I've wanted, like Mario Kart 9. But I finally gave up when they announced the Booster Course Pass. It's not going to happen for a little bit still, but eventually it will come out. I actually think we're probably maybe only 2 or 3 years away. I think it'll be in the, because they're saying the next Nintendo console will probably come out next holiday, like holiday 2024, which sounds about right. And I think the next Mario Kart will come out in the first couple of years, probably, of that console. I don't know, I just can't imagine them like I know we got the Booster Course Pass, but still, we've had the same Mario Kart since 2014. It's time for a new game, I think. I didn't get to talk at all about the track we just raced on, Water Park. It's a fun track, I guess. I have nothing against it. It's kind of cool. I like that loop-de-loop in the middle. Alright, Sweet Sweet Canyon is next. This one's pretty cool too. Everything's like candy or chocolate, desserty kind of, you know, everything's like a treat. Like you have like gingerbread men in the audience. Like that's pretty cool. But like everything in this track, you have like, what are those, like ice cream trees or something? Big donuts. It's really cool. Oh my god, baby Rosalina, what the heck was that? I also just finished my final exam for the semester. I just a couple of hours ago, I finished writing my calculus final. I'm glad to be done that. Yeah, I'm glad to be done that. So, I'm all done school until, I guess, January. So, yeah, I guess I'm just chilling, I'm just celebrating, playing some Mario Kart 8. Even when you go that short underwater section, I don't even think that's water. I think it's supposed to be like, I don't know, like something sweet, like syrup or something. Like even there on the right, there's like the geyser coming out of the pipe. It's, oh my god, it's like it's not water. Like look how like it's like orange brown. It's got to be some sort of chocolate or syrup. I don't know. Well, maybe this is water, but it's just like tinted. I love the anti-gravity gimmick though that Mario Kart 8 used, and how so many tracks like just twist in like such funny ways. But it's like really cool. It like Nintendo was able to come up with some really creative ideas. I think, especially this game's Mario Circuit, which we will play in the Flower Cup, because that track is in the shape of a Mobius strip. I'll talk more about that when we get to the Mario Circuit. I'm not going to get into the whole Mobius strip thing now, if you don't know what it is, but I'll talk about it later when we get to Mario Circuit. I just really love the track design in like almost every, like all of these tracks in this game, pretty much. Man, it's gonna be wild when we actually do get a Mario Kart 9. Just know, like, whenever they do a Nintendo Direct and they actually announce a Mario Kart 9, just know that I'm popping off wherever I am at that moment. It'll be like when they finally announced Pikmin 4 and how Arlo reacted. Although I don't know if it'll quite be on that scale. I don't know. Arlo, he was waiting for Pikmin 4 for so long, probably longer than I've been waiting for Mario Kart 9. And Mario Kart's more of a flagship Nintendo, like everyone knows we are going to get a Mario Kart 9 at some point, but Pikmin 4 wasn't even like they said that they were working on a Pikmin 4 like so many years ago. Wasn't it like 2017 or something? And then it became this joke on Arlo's channel, because like Arlo, he's one of my favorite YouTubers to watch. He's like a gaming channel, not so much like me, like where he plays. He more like, I mean, if you're watching me, you probably know who Arlo is, because he's like way bigger. He'll do more like commentary, like rankings, or he'll just talk about his thoughts, but very game directed and very much like Nintendo. He's a very big like Nintendo gaming channel, but more like commentary. Not so, he doesn't really do gameplay. I think he does like some gameplay. On a different channel or something. I think he does some streams, but not often. I don't watch any of the streams, but anyway, like Pikmin 4, or just Pikmin in general, like we didn't even know 100% if they were even going to do. Peach, are you? Well, I said I would come first in most of the races, not all of the races. I still think that was pretty good. Second place. First overall still. I can't believe Peach just sneaked me there last second. How unfortunate. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is every year, and Arlo would do like he does these prediction videos for the next year, and for years he would put Pikmin 4 on there, and then it just kept not happening. And I don't even know if I think he stopped predicting it, or it was just this thing like, even though Nintendo said that they were doing a Pikmin 4, I think that was in 2017, was it not? It was so many years removed since then that a lot of people were starting to like not even think that they were still making it, essentially. Like it was canceled or something, you know? And then, yeah, I remember when they actually finally announced it. I guess that was a little while ago now. It was summer 2022. Well, wasn't it like September 2022? They announced it for 2023. I remember as soon as they actually announced it, I watched it. I was at work. I was working. I was on my lunch break, and I was watching the Nintendo Direct on the phone on my phone in the truck, and I saw them announce Pikmin 4, and I was like, oh man, Arlo's popping off right now. And I watched Arlo's reaction later, and it didn't disappoint. I knew it would be crazy. It was like this whole thing. Everyone in the Nintendo online like community, like Nathaniel Bandy, who's another big Nintendo YouTuber, who I quite like a lot. I think he commented, I think, on that video too, and like it was like a big thing. It was so funny. It's pretty awesome though. So yeah, like obviously we're getting a Mario Kart 9, but Pikmin 4 was just got into a little bit of doubt for a bit there. So when it actually was announced, it was like pretty crazy. So I don't think anything will top Arlo's reaction. So we have Mario Circuit here. So Mobius strip. What do I mean? Like, if you don't know what that is, how do I explain this without using my hands? Because I'm busy on the controller. Imagine you have an elastic, like a, oh my god, like a rubber band. Okay, imagine you have a rubber band. Now take a pair of scissors and cut the rubber band so that now it's a it kind of just looks like a string now at this point. Now take one of the ends and twist it like 180 degrees and then reconnect it to the part that you cut off. Does that make sense, what I explained? Now if you run your finger along there, you will go around the elastic or the rubber band twice before you end up back in the same spot you started. It's kind of, just try and visualize that, or just Google it if you don't quite understand what I'm talking about. But this track is in the shape of a Mobius strip. Like, you go around it twice every lap. So you actually go around it like 6 times. But it's still 3 laps. It's just, it's twisted in such a way. It's really cool. I love the Mario circuit in this game. Usually they're all kind of in the, you know, they're a lot of the Mario circuits feel kind of the same, but I think that one really kind of stands out. Like, just all the twistiness, you know? Toad Harbor is a really cool track too. I really like this track. This track reminds me of, I've never been to San Francisco, but I've seen San Francisco like in a lot of movies and stuff. And this track really, I think it's that trolley too. Near the end, there's like these trolleys, and you know, the harbor. This really just feels like San Francisco. Is this supposed to be based off of San Francisco? Like, I think it. I don't know. I've heard other people make that comparison, that this is supposed to be like San Francisco. It really looks like it. Except you have that Statue of Liberty. I think it's Peach or Rosalina. I think it's Peach, and that's in New York. Obviously, so you could say, oh, but this doesn't. The buildings. This looks like San Francisco more than it does. I don't think it's. I don't know if it's actually like supposed to be based in or inspired by any real locations. I mean, obviously Mario Kart Tour, like you have New York Minute and all those tracks, so they're like straight up inspired and take place in those cities that the tracks are based on. But I think this might just be like a mix of a few different cities. Oh boy, it's a really fun track though. Woo. Last lap. Baby Daisy's like kind of right behind me though. Okay, doing pretty good. See, watch, orange drift right through here, ha. Thread the needle. Whee! Okay, I almost ran into that one. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, look at my lead. Look at my lead, man. See, I told you I'm killer at this game. Killer. Although, if you want to see me get humbled pretty quick, just watch me play Mario Kart 8 online, because I think I'm really good at this game. And then I play online, and there are some, like, I mean, sometimes I do pretty good online, but like, there's some really good players out there. So I'll often come in like the bottom half, or like near last place, 10th or 11th. It's crazy, like how sweaty some of the online like Mario Kart players are around the world, and I mean that out of respectfully. I wish I could be that sweaty. Okay, we have Twisted Mansion. This one's cool too. Okay, so fun fact. There's even Booster Course Pass included. There's not one single track in this entire game. And there's 96 tracks now with the Booster Course Pass. And out of all 96 tracks, there's not one Luigi track. Not one. They didn't give Luigi an original track in this game, and none of his tracks came back in the Booster Course Pass. Now, I have heard a lot of people say, well, Twisted Mansion is like supposed to be like Luigi's track, and I could see that, because it doesn't have Luigi in the name, but like you had Luigi's Mansion track in Mario Kart DS, and you know, like the Luigi Mansion franchise is like, it's a pretty popular Nintendo franchise at this point, I would say. And this is like this takes place in a mansion. It's called Twisted Mansion. Like, it's you know, I would say this is the closest we have to like a Luigi track in this game. Although his name isn't in the title officially, and he doesn't have a name in any of the tracks in this game, which is crazy. I think it's like the first one in a long time. I think, because let me think here. On the 3DS that we did yesterday, they brought Luigi Raceway back from 64. Mario Kart Wii has a Luigi Circuit. Mario Kart DS has Luigi Mansion. Double Dash has a Luigi Circuit, and N64 has the Luigi Raceway. GBA has a Luigi Circuit as well. So the only other game is it's the SNES, the very first Mario Kart game. Only Mario and Bowser had like dedicated tracks in that game. If it wasn't like Donut Plains, Vanilla Lake, or like the only ones that were actually named off of people were the Mario circuits and the Bowser Castle stages. So yeah, since the very first Mario Kart game on the SNES, like 30 years ago, this is the first Mario Kart game in which Luigi doesn't have a track. Isn't that wild? So we have Shy Guy Falls, which is a really cool track. I like a lot of these tracks. Now you watch. There's a couple of tracks in this game that I'm like pretty like meh about. Bone Dry Desert, spoiler alert. But this one's like you're driving up a waterfall vertical. Like, are you kidding me? That's so awesome. And all the Shy Guys in the background too. One of my buddies who absolutely just loves Shy Guy. I think this is one of his favorite tracks in the game, actually. Probably because it's also like Shy Guy themed. But it's just really cool level design. Like, we're using anti-gravity now. Like, we're driving straight up, vertically, up a waterfall. It's so cool. It's a very cool track. You can get the glide down here. Oh, there's a shortcut here too that's a little tricky. Do you need a mushroom for this? Yeah, well, you probably would like one. I want 200cc, so I guess I made it work, but... Oh, damn. But if you're on the lower CCs, it probably won't work so well. Okay, good thing that wasn't last lap, but I would have gotten third. I have to make a comeback here. Okay, I want to use that and hold... Maybe I should have held that. I could have used both as... Well, sometimes it's hard to time that, the boombox, like... If someone throws a shell at you and they're, like, really close behind you, sometimes you don't have time. If I hold the red shell here, it's kind of protecting me permanently until it breaks. And I have a banana in storage, too, actually, so that's good. Usually you get a coin. You don't usually get 2 defense items, but I got lucky. Okay. Sick. And that should be the end of the flower cup. Oh, Link down there. That's so it's so funny that Link and some other, like, the Animal Crossing people are in this game. Like Isabelle and some villagers. Some Splatoon Inklings are in this game too, which is wild, but pretty cool. Perfect score, 60 points. So I have so far come in first in every single race except on Thwomp Ruins. When Peach, last second, she left me no choice. Left me no choice. She just passed me. Okay, we're gonna go with Wario for this next one because we got Mount Wario coming up, which is actually... Oh, should we pick... Is this supposed to be like Wario's car? I know he has a pink car like this he drives around in Wario Land. Holy crap, that's a lot of speed. That's really slow acceleration though. Should I give that a try? I think we gotta give a little bit more acceleration. Let's do something like that. Maybe even a little bit more. I gotta balance it out a little bit. Okay. So in the base game, maybe I'll do like a video where I rank all of like these cups and tracks. Actually, I am planning to do a Booster Course Pass tracks ranking video. Hopefully by the end of the year. But at least in the base game, the Star Cup's my favorite, I think. The only one here that I was like a little bit indifferent to is Dolphin Shoals, which, you know what, Dolphin Shoals isn't even all that bad, but I just really like the other 3 tracks a lot more. But Dolphin Shoals is good too. It complements the other tracks and the whole cup. Some really great tracks here, and as I said, Mount Wario, I think, is my favorite track in the base game. Yeah, it's just wild. I think like you start on the top of the mountain, and it's not laps. It does the checkpoint thing that they've started to experiment in the last game in Mario Kart 7, like with Woohoo Loop, and even the Rainbow Road on the 3DS is like just one lap essentially, just checkpoints. I think that was the first use of it, was in Mario Kart 7. And yeah, so Mount Wario at the end of this cup, same thing. You just head straight down the mountain. It's like really cool. There's so many different features. You go through the dam. You gotta like dodge all of the trees at one point. You have like the part where like skiers will go down, and yeah, with those flags. And if you want to go through them, you can. It's really cool, actually. You go through like a cave. Anyway, but before we get to that, you have okay, so Sunshine Airport, an awesome track. Really love this track a lot, actually. I would say this is another one of my favorites in this game. Yeah, well, you got more Piantas there. So another like Sunshine-based track. So we have, how many do we have now in the whole Mario Kart? So we had Delfino Square from Mario Kart DS. And Peach Beach from Double Dash is also kind of sunshiny. It seems like it's inspired by Mario Sunshine, with all the Piantas in the background, and there's an enemy on the beach there from Mario Sunshine as well. So this is like, I think, the 3rd one in total. That's like, and this one's like obviously Sunshine. Like, look, like it's like literally Sunshine is in the name, Sunshine Airport, and you have shines like where all the Piantas are here, but you also have like shine like statues, or yeah, anyway. Some people say that this is, oh yeah, up there, like the big sign. Oh my god, I just crashed because I wasn't looking. Oh my god, that worked out because the blue shell. Holy crap. Okay, wait, hold on. Another quick fun fact or Easter egg. Remember Koopa Beach from Mario Kart 64? Some people think that that track is over there because, oh, you can't see because of the ink, but there's a, oh no, my face cam might have been in the way of that. Okay, I'm gonna get 2nd now, or 3rd, because I would have come in 1st, but I got distracted and I was trying to like point at all these different things. Okay, my face cam might have been in the way, but there's a big Koopa statue in the background on an island. And there's a big, so some people think that that's Koopa Beach from the Mario Kart 64 because it kind of looks like it. Unless it might just be an Easter egg. And I've heard people say too that the track we just played, Mario or Sunshine Airport, is the same airport from Super Mario Sunshine, but they like renovated it. I mean, if that's the case, that's some renovation. That was such a small island. In Mario Sunshine, that's a small little island. There's no, I don't actually buy it. There's no way that's the same island. And even if it was, you should be able to see the rest of Isle Delfino. When you're up in the air, gliding down, passing the airplane and all that, you should be able to see Isle Delfino somewhere, but yeah, so I don't think it's actually like part of Isle Delfino. I think it's just a track inspired by Mario Sunshine. And again, same thing as I said about the Peach Beach track and the Delfino Square track. Maybe it takes place on like one of the neighboring islands, you know, like there's the Crab Island next to Isle Delfino or whatever, right? Because remember at the beginning of Mario Sunshine, when they're on the way to Isle Delfino and Mario's looking at the little TV, or I think Peach is looking at the TV, because isn't Mario daydreaming of like food or something? You have Isle Delfino, but you have like a ton of other like animal-shaped islands all kind of next to each other, which is kind of weird, but like, oh, I guess it's kind of cool. Okay, so Dolphin Shoals. Yeah, I don't know why, like this one, I always felt like, I don't hate this track. I think it's grown on me actually a bit over the years. Like I appreciate it more now than I did back then. But even now, like, I don't love this. Like, if I'm playing Mario Kart 8 online, for example, and this Dolphin Shoulder, I'm like, why did it have to be this one? I mean, when I put it like that, it makes it sound like I hate it. I don't hate it. It's just like, I don't know. I mean, this part's cool. Like, you're on the sea monster. Like, that's cool. I don't know. I just, there's a lot of really great tracks in Mario Kart 8, but I don't know. It's hard to explain. Maybe I just like the other ones. Like, even though I like this track overall, I think I just like a lot of the tracks even more. Does that make sense? Okay, so next is Electrodome, which is pretty sick. I mean, it's a really cool track, actually. It's like, I don't even know exactly where we are. Like, are we in a big stadium? I think at one point, it kind of looks like we're outside at one point. You can kind of see buildings, but it's a very, like, a lot of flashy lights and like jazzy music and beats and stuff. It's really cool. And this part here, like as you drive, see it lights up behind you, like your path. It's very interactive in that way. It's a really cool track. Another one of my favorites, which is why the Star Cup's my favorite. And then we have Mount Wario after, which is just like my favorite track in the game. Oh, this part's cool too. Ooh. Should I try for the shortcut? I have a mushroom. Nice, nice, nice. I'm in first now. Yaha. Oh, God. What, Rosalina? Leave me alone. Leave me alone, girl. Yeah, you can see the moon there. So I think we're like... And then there's buildings there in the background. So that would point to us being like outside. I don't know, I think this is like a stage that we're on now. I think we're like, I think this is like a stadium, is maybe. A weirdly shaped kind of stadium. Or just like a, I don't know. Ooh. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Okay, I should have this one in the dub. Easy dub. And now we have Mount Wario. Very nice. Yeah. It's such a cool track. You go down the whole mountain. Like, it's a big mountain, man. One of my favorite tracks in all of Mario Kart. When they do Mario Kart 9, they'll have some tracks from Mario Kart 8 as retro. I hope they bring this one back. Although, I want them to bring back Wario Shipyard from the 3DS. I don't know how many... Oh! And they need to bring back Wario Stadium from N64. Because that track's never been remade yet, ever. And they gotta give that track like a makeover and give it a great remake. So, I don't know, like, could I really expect like 3 Wario retro tracks in Mario Kart 9? Probably not. I don't know what they'll do. Because it seems like, I don't know, when Nintendo picks like what retro tracks to bring back, I think they have like a nice balance. Like, they'll put some fan favorites, but then they'll put some that aren't necessarily fan favorites. I think just to keep it kind of like balanced, and to leave them options for the next Mario Kart. Like, you don't want to like blow your load all at once, you know. But seriously, I think maybe that's kind of the thought process there. And this is definitely a fan favorite, so I don't know. We'll see. But I think I think 100% we're getting the N64 Wario Stadium in Mario Kart 9. I think like 100% guaranteed. So I don't know if you'll see Mount Wario. Maybe like Mario Kart 10. Actually, no. You know what? Mario Kart 10 should bring back every single track ever, like Mario Kart Ultimate, you know, in the same manner as everyone's here in Smash Bros. Ultimate. Okay, the ending here is really cool too. You go to all these speed boosts, and oh, I got the green shell, but block the red. If it catches up, I'm kind of outrunning it a little bit. I'm still outrunning it. Okay, it hit me, but I had that to defend. And that's Mount Wario, and that's the Star Cup. Pretty cool stuff. First overall, not surprised. Alright, let's go with Bowser Jr. next, because we got Bowser Castle coming up. Is there a clown car in this game? Oh, there is. You gotta pick the clown car if you're gonna go with Bowser Jr. Waddle Wing. This thing looks kind of silly. Oh, and Cloud Top Cruise, which is a very Bowser themed kind of a track as well, actually. Alright, so yeah, I guess we're gonna start things off with Cloud Top Cruise. A bit reminiscent to, I would say, DS Airship Fortress. Because in DS Airship Fortress, I mean, these tracks are a little bit different. Because in Airship Fortress, you actually go on one of the airships and drive around. You get blasted to the top of like some castle. You come down and kind of do the whole thing again. There's bullet bills shooting at you too from one of the airship fortresses, and so that track's very inspired by Mario Bros. 3. Now this track's a little similar, like in the sense that we do go on, I think, one or two of Bowser's airships. You can see them all in the background too. But I think the main gimmick of this stage, like here, so you go onto his airship, which is kind of cool. But I think the main attraction, and hence the name of this track, Cloud Top Cruise. Cloud Top, you know, we're up in the clouds here, but like it's like thundery, and there's lightning, and it's like really cool. It's a really cool track, actually. It's actually probably one of my favorite tracks. Also, man, there's so many tracks. Every time I play any track I really like, I'm like, oh, this is one of my favorite tracks. Like, and I've been doing this like the whole week in all of these Mario Kart videos. Like, in every Mario Kart game I've played, like half of the tracks, I'm like, this is one of my favorite tracks in the game. And I make fun of myself every time, because like, how many favorites are you allowed to have? Like, if you have so many favorites, do you even have that many favorite? Like, or I have to be more specific. Like, I would have to like sit down and actually make like a rankings video to like really figure out what some of my favorite tracks are. Now I know for a fact Mount Wario is my favorite track in the base game here in Mario Kart 8. But yeah, there's just a lot of great tracks. I don't know what else to say. That's the truth. Oh my god. Super. Who threw that blue shell at me? I lost my triple greens. I had triple greens. That's okay, we're on the last lap. We're coming near the end. Double box, I should get a defense here. Might have been those leaves, little shortcut. It could be a little risky, because if you if you mistime that or something, then you're dead. You know, and if you have opponents on your ass, well, then they're gonna pass you. So okay, so next, okay, hey, Bone Dry. Oh, Bone Dry Dunes, yeah, okay. So as I hinted at earlier, okay, so I wouldn't say I dislike this track. Well, I don't know. Maybe I do. I don't like, I don't know. I'm either just very indifferent, or maybe there's a part of me that actually does dislike this track. I haven't decided. I just think this track, I don't know, I don't know, I don't find it like super fun. I mean, it's okay, I don't know. But I don't know, like, there's a lot of people online that agree with me, not everyone, like, there are lovers of this track, certainly, but I think disliking Bone Dry Dunes here, I think disliking this track isn't necessarily unpopular. I like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's quite a few people who are kind of in the same boat as me who don't really like this track that much. I don't know. Like, I don't know, whenever I'm playing this one on Mario Kart Online, I'm like, I'm just trying to get through as quick as I can. Get to the next one. Would this be like a Dry Bones themed track in a way too? Like, I know it's a desert track, but I think it's like a desert mixed with the Dry Bones theme. Bone Dry Dunes, but it's a desert track. But you have all those Dry Bones. Oh, and they're like dry piranhas? Is that a thing? I mean, obviously they're a thing. I'm looking at them, but like, what's their name? Oh, is that in that statue, like above the cave? That looks a lot like Dry Bowser, and all these Dry Bones there behind us that we just passed. And yeah, it's a very, I would say this is like a Dry Bones theme track as well. A Dry Bones desert theme track. Okay, so next up we have the Bowser Castle and Rainbow Road. Oh, look at that. Big Bowser just punching the hell out of the stage. Alright. Let's do this. This is a really cool... Okay. So I like pretty much all the Bowser castles. Oh, I'm gonna go right, I think. I might have... If I went left, I think he would have punched me. There you go. So you gotta pick which way you go to, which is like a really fun, like, gamble, I guess. You gotta like try and guesstimate and which path to go to avoid the living Bowser statue. Bowser something punching the stage, but it's really cool. This is, yeah, it's a pretty cool Bowser Castle, I would say. A lot going on here. A good use of anti-gravity in this stage too. Very impressive. Ooh. Are you kidding me, Peach? Now Bowser's gonna hit me. Go, 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 go. I think if you're right on the edge, I think you can avoid it. Like, if Bowser comes down, I think there's a little bit of room on either side of his fist. Don't quote me, but I think I've avoided him before. I think there's just a little bit of room. Okay, we're on the last lap. Nice, nice. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. I'm very... Oh my god. Someone hit the blue shell. I need a horn thing right now. Oh, so look at my lead though on the mini-map. Got a crazy lead. Alright, and we're gonna finish in first place again. Next up is the real challenge though. Rainbow Road on 200cc. That actually is quite a difficult track, especially at the beginning. There is such a sharp turn, almost right off the bat. Like on 150, sometimes I struggle to get around that. Yeah, it's a... Anyway. So when I rank this to all the other Rainbow Roads, like overall, I like this track, but if I had to rank, like out of the 8 Rainbow Roads, this would probably be in the bottom half. To be honest, okay, wait, it's this turn here. You have to brake to when you're in this one. Oh, I've died so many times. I almost didn't make it. That was very inefficient though. I like went off track. Yeah, because what is it? I think Double Dash's Rainbow Road, 3DS Rainbow Road, and Wii Rainbow Road are my 3 favorite Rainbow Roads. In fact, the Wii Rainbow Road is my absolute favorite, I think. And what would be my 4th favorite? Probably not GBA. Not. I mean, SNES is kind of cool, but you know what? I don't know. It might be the N64 one. I'm just really nostalgic towards that N64 Rainbow Road. This Rainbow Road's kind of cool. They incorporate like you're like on a space station or something. Okay, I'm actually doing terrible. I'm like an 8th. I don't usually do that bad. And as you saw, like I don't think I've done this bad yet today. Okay, hold on. Maybe I can catch up though. If I can get first in this track on 200, that'd be sick. I've done it before. Cause I've done this. I've done this cup on 200 and gotten the perfect like 60 points. And I can prove it. I can show it. Oh fuck! Because it shows you on the main menu when you it shows you all of the cups at the different CCs and like what trophy you earned, and if you got 3 stars or like 1 star or like rank A, or I don't think they did letter rankings in this game, do they? I think it's just like stars. So I've done it before. Like I haven't finished like with the DLC tracks yet. Like some of the last no, I was so close. PD Piranha just, that was close though. Damn, that's a hard track for sure. Kind of lost what I was saying too. I was just talking about the ranking systems, I guess, and Rainbow Road and whatever. Another cup and another first overall. Yeah, but only 2 stars, because 3 stars is a perfect 60. But I'll show. Oh, it's gonna do the credits. There's a good view of the Mobius strip. Yeah, so it should show it here. You can kind of go on all of them, and it shows you, like if you do it on a faster one, it gives it to you automatically for the slower one. But all the way up on 200, I have a perfect 3-star, like gold medal or gold trophy and 3-star on all the cups, including the special cup there, as you can see. So I have a perfect score on special cup 200. And I've started doing it on all of the Booster Course Pass tracks too, as you can see, but I only have 1 star in Feather and Spiny Cup. So tomorrow, when we do all of these DLC tracks, I'll try extra hard on Feather and Spiny, and then I can have this like perfectly filled out. Oh, I don't have a mirror. Okay, because mirror is a different mode. Okay, so if you get like a certain number of stars and a certain placing on 200, it gives it to you on everything that's slower, except for mirror, because mirror is a different mode. So I actually have to do the last 3 cups. I have to do Cherry, Acorn, and Spiny on the mirror mode still as well. So I have to get those 3, and then I have to do Feather and Spiny on 200 and get a perfect score. But anyway, let's just continue. Yeah, anyway, enough showing that. It's not that impressive, but we'll continue on here. I guess we have the first retro cup. Let's go with Toad. I think we have Toad Turnpike in the Shell Cup. Okay, hold on here. I want to pick his like monster car. Sure, we'll go with this one and this guy here. So I know. Okay, so we have the egg next, like in order. But for those of you who don't know, the Egg, Crossing Bell, and the Triforce Cup, these were all DLC tracks back when, like originally, like on the Wii U. When Mario Kart 8 came on the Wii U, it was just those 8 cups to the left of my face cam, and they added those for later. Of course, it's part of the base game in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But so we just did the 4 like base game Nitro tracks. I think next we'll just do these 4 retro, and then we can finish with these 4, since they were like the original DLC, and you know, chronologically they come at the end. Yeah, so we'll do Shell here next, which we're gonna get things started off here with Moo Moo Meadows, which is a fun track. I like Moo Moo Meadows. I like a lot of these tracks. If your name is not Bone Dry Dunes, I probably like you. Yeah, I don't think I like Bone Dry Dunes. It might be a track, the only track off the top of my head that I kind of dislike, or I'm just really indifferent. Anyway, I've had it. I've gone on long enough about that. Okay, the Wii, or no, this was on the Wii originally. Oh, I love this music. But this, see, I was going to say the Switch remake. Technically, this is the Wii U remake, because this game came out on the Wii U. So this Wii U remake of Moo Moo Meadows, I really like this remake a lot. I love what they've done with the sky, and I know that sounds like kind of silly, but it's just so pretty in this stage, I think, like above the farm. You have like a nice sunset, or you know what? It's probably, I think it's a sunrise. Because, you know, when you're on a farm, farmers get up really early to tend their animals and stuff. So I'm guessing that it's supposed to be a sunrise. You know, the farmer's getting up early to do his thing. So we got a really nice sunrise. It's just a very pink sky, and just the upgraded textures and everything. Like in the Mario Kart 8 engine, like this track looks so nice because it's a fun track in Mario Kart 8 for sure, or it's a fun track in Mario Kart Wii. But like I guess visually there's not a whole lot going on. It's mostly a dirt road, and like I liked it a lot in Mario Kart Wii, don't get me wrong. It just looks, I just love the remake a lot. I don't know. And I got second, so damn. Okay, what do we have next here? I think Toad Turnpike is at the end. I think we have GBA, Mario Circuit, and I think Cheep Cheep from DS, Cheep Cheep Beach. So Mario Circuit, GBA. Yeah, this is a fun track. I guess a bit of a simple track, but I really like the anti-gravity section that they added. It is kind of gives this track a little bit of, I don't know, uniqueness. It gives it a bit of fresh life. Is that how I should word it? Yeah, like this part here, like they just randomly, no reason why they needed to do it, but this, like you, which is in the original, like in the Mario Circuit from GBA. Obviously it's not vertical, it's just flat in that game, but they just thought, let's just lift it up, just to utilize anti-gravity, which I'm all for, like obviously you want to incorporate the gimmick of your current Mario Kart into the retro tracks and stuff, you know, as best as you can. I think it's pretty cool though. Actually, I've always really liked that part, just randomly going up like that. You have all these oil slicks on the road too, which is a little random. Should be a little speed boost back here. Last lap already. And after Rainbow Road, I came in second place 2 races in a row. Rainbow Road and Moo Moo Meadows, so I gotta get my groove back here. This is not usual. Yeah. I don't know, Mario Kart 8 isn't like that difficult. You know, I wouldn't say that it's like a demanding game. Like when you play online, like I said, it can get pretty sweaty, but if you're just playing like offline, like just with computer players, even 200cc, like I don't think you have to play this game very long to master it. It's not too difficult. It's just a little kart game. And I'm the only reason why I'm much better at this one than the other Mario Karts is because this is the current Mario Kart. I'm playing it all the time. I've been playing it last couple of years a lot too, like throughout the Booster Course Pass, right? Like back when Mario Kart Wii was like our current Mario Kart, I was really good at Mario Kart Wii, like really, really good. I had like the gold on everything in there, like I do in this one. But I'm not as good at it now than I was back then, just because, you know, like you get rusty over time. I'm just not used to those controls anymore. Like I could be, I guess, if I played it a lot, but you know. So like years from now, after we have Mario Kart 9 and beyond, coming back to Mario Kart 8, I probably won't be like as good. Probably not. But I don't know. But the thing is, I've been playing this game for 10 years. I've been playing this since freaking 2014. I've been playing this Mario Kart longer than every other game. So you know what? So maybe I take that back. Maybe I'll still be really good at this game, even years from now and years like away from this game, because I've played this game. I've played this game for so many hours, especially when you combine the Wii U onto there, like 320 hours on here, plus the Wii U hours, plus I don't just play it at my house. I'll go to like my friend's house and we'll play Mario Kart 8 or whatever. Hell, yeah, I don't know. Now that I think about it, like this has been the longest we've gone without a new Mario Kart, right? Like this has been our most current and relevant Mario Kart, like more than any other Mario Kart in history. So yeah, you know what? I take that back, because I like the controls and stuff in this game. Like it's pretty simple, but I'm so like in tune with it. I guess like the controls, like muscle memory. I don't know. I think I'd have to be away from this game for a really long time to actually be like really rusty. I don't know. It's hard to say. Anyway, let's move on to Toad's Turnpike. So Toad's Turnpike, as I mentioned in the N64 video, in the original version of this track in Mario Kart 64, isn't that popular. A lot of people dislike it, actually. They find it annoying. I always kind of liked it though as a kid. But yeah, so I liked the original, and I like the I think you can actually fly over that bridge if you time it right. But oh, the remake's pretty cool too. I think they've made I believe the road is wider. Oh shoot, because I believe the road is a little thinner actually on the N64 version. Yeah, it's I don't know. I think it's a pretty cool remake. It's a fun track. Gotta watch out for all the cars. I mean, now with the Booster Course Pass, we have so many like city tracks. Like this isn't based off of a real city. Like this is just an original Nintendo location, fantasy location, whatever. Toad's Turnpike. But with all of tour tracks in the Booster Course Pass, there are so many tracks in Mario Kart 8 that have cars on the road and stuff. Because nearly every track in the Booster Course Pass, nearly all of them, there's like cars on the road that you have to avoid and stuff, right? A lot of them, like they're all real life locations. So yeah, but in the base game before the Booster Course Pass, like it was kind of cool, like bringing this back, because you see this every once in a while. I think Toad's Turnpike on the N64 was the first Mario Kart to have like other vehicles, and then Double Dash had obviously Mushroom Bridge and Mushroom City. The DS had Shroom Ridge, which had cars. And then Mario Kart Wii had Moonview Highway. And then Mario Kart 7, I don't think there was... Well, Mario Kart 7 had Woohoo Loop and the other one, but I don't think... Were there cars on the road? I don't think there was, though. I don't think... No, not like this. I think it was you were just kind of chilling by yourself. And then in this game... Oh, I don't think I don't think there's a Nitro track in this game with vehicles on the road. I don't think there was. But they brought back one from the N64, so it seems like on average, like there's like usually one per game. You know, with real like other cars and stuff. Minus like obviously with the inclusion of the Booster Course Pass these last couple of years. Well, now obviously there's a ton of those in this game. Okay. I'm trying to save a lot of these DLC characters like for tomorrow, since they came out with the DLC. Like I figured I'll play as Petey Piranha, like, I don't know, in one of the DLC tracks tomorrow, and maybe in the bathroom stage cup or something. So what is it? Squeaky Clean Sprint it's called. You know what, let's go with Dry Bones. I gave him a hard time for his Bone Dry Dunes, which I don't like very much, but as a character, hey, Dry Bones is nothing wrong with Dry Bones. He's a great character. We're gonna go with the Landship here because, you know, he's a loyal Bowser minion, I guess. Is that what you would refer to him as? Ooh, look at that acceleration, but low speed. We gotta... Nah. You gotta... I think that the trick is to actually equal it, like, as best as you can. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the banana. Alright, interesting set of tracks here. So the first one we have coming up, another desert track, a retro desert track from Double Dash. Dry desert. So I mentioned I mentioned this when I played the original version of Dry Desert in the Double Dash video a few days ago. But I actually said that I like the Double Dash version more than the remake in Mario Kart 8. And that's because they made some changes to it in Mario Kart 8. Like, I mean, graphically, obviously this is superior. Like, the Mario Kart 8 engine and lighting, like, it looks nice. But, like, gameplay-wise, the original Dry Desert had, like, these tornadoes in the track and these twisters, which was, like, really cool. And, like, you had to avoid them, or otherwise it would, like, throw you up in the air, you know? They added this water section, which... I don't get. The water section there doesn't really add anything, in my opinion. It's just kind of random. Like, I get they wanted to incorporate it, like, either water or anti-gravity if they can, because that's kind of the whole point. Like, that's, you want to, like, use anti-gravity or water or gliding sections. You want to, like, really improve these retro tracks. So I get it, but they added it, but it just seems kind of random. Plus, and then there's this part, the sinkhole, which is mostly the same. But in the original, on the GameCube, if you fall into the middle of the sinkhole, a big monster comes up and eats you, which was like really random, but like really fun. It was like, oh man, and you know, it was kind of unique. It was pretty cool, and but they took that out for some reason. If you fall in the middle of the sinkhole here, nothing happens. I think Lakitu just saves you or something, but you took the monster out. So I don't know. I think they made this track. I think they made this track worse. I just don't like the changes and I don't like the water section at the end. Like I said, I don't know. It doesn't add anything. It's just a random. I find it annoying, actually. Like, I wish there was no water section here at the end. So yeah, I don't know. Just like an okay track. I like the track in Double Dash, but I don't know. I mean, it's okay. It looks great. It looks visually, like, you know, stunning. Much better. It's a great upgrade from that perspective, but yeah. SNES Donut Plains 3. So in the not including those, in the base game on the Wii U version, this was the only SNES track in the game. Like, they only had one SNES remake. Now there's SNES Rainbow Road is in the game, so it's in one of those DLC tracks, but it was in the base game for Deluxe. You know, it was in one of those DLC cups from the original Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. I forget if it was like the Crossing Cup, the Bell Cup, like those 4 cups on the right side. Yeah, one of them has the SNES Rainbow Road, and then they brought a couple more SNES tracks in the Booster Course Pass, like Mario Circuit 3, Bowser Castle 3. Yeah, like at first, originally this is the only SNES remake. It's a really cool remake though. Like they actually graphically, like just the textures, like the grass and everything, the road, like comparing this like the SNES version, I actually think it's a cool remake. I don't know. Now, not my favorite SNES remake. I actually think Bowser Castle 3 remake. It was in the last wave of the Booster Course Pass. I think that's the best SNES remake that this game has. I think it's even better than this one, a base game track. But yeah, no, but I like Donut Plains 3. It's a simple track, but I don't know. It's a fun little track, I guess. You can fall off the bridge, and in the original Lakitu saves you, but here you can just keep on going because there's that underwater feature, so it's pretty interesting. Roller Raceway. One of my favorite tracks from the N64. Absolutely love this track a lot. Whew. So there's a well-known Easter egg in this track. Well, not in the N64 version, and I showed it off in that video when I did Mario Kart 64 on day 2 of Mario Kart Week. But you can go on in the castle there. You can't hear, so there's no point. It's blocked off, as you can see. But in Mario Kart 64, it's not blocked off. You can actually go and roam the courtyard and the whole area outside Peach's castle, and it's exactly identical to the castle and the courtyard from Super Mario 64. Ooh, excuse me. Which is really cool. It was a really cool Easter egg, actually, because those games would have come out pretty close to one another, Mario 64 and Mario Kart 64. But yeah, I guess they changed it. I mean, I guess it wasn't practical, like you're just... But it was a fun Easter egg, so I don't know. And I mean, they updated the castle too. Like, that's not the same castle from Super Mario 64. Like, they've changed the castle, made it look more modern and stuff, like, you know, which is good. But I still wish... Ooh, Rosalina, baby Rosalina, I wish that they kept it open still, though. I think it would have been really cool. But yeah, I love this track a lot. I like this part too. What if I just, like, the balloon just knocks you down? Woo! Oh boy. Not today, baby Rosalina. Alright, should be another dub right there. Woo! Nice, nice, nice. And I think we have one more, right? Isn't it that Donkey Kong track? I think so. Ugh. I think it's Donkey Kong Jungle from 3DS. It is. Yeah, we just did this one yesterday. And I was talking all about those screaming statue guys at the end. I'm still surprised at how, well, it's not that good, but I'm surprised, like, compared to my previous attempts. I'm surprised at how well that 3DS footage was that I was able to capture yesterday. Like I mentioned in that video, if you saw it, I don't have a proper way to screen capture 3DS footage. Nintendo made it almost impossible. You literally have to have like a modded 3DS, or it's... Anyway. I literally I recorded it with my phone and put it together on my phone. I haven't deleted it yet, but I have I stitched it together in iMovie and then I had enough space to download it onto my phone as well. I mean, you have to, like, if you're going to upload it to YouTube. But I had some of the individual clips, 'cause I didn't do it all in one shot. I wanted to, but I got interrupted a couple times. But I think there was like 6 different clips. And then I just stitched it together quick in iMovie. And then I had to save that, like, as one file. You know what I mean? So I think the video was like almost 2 hours. So I have like 4 hours of Mario Kart 7 content on my phone. I haven't deleted it yet, but I guess my phone has a lot of storage, I guess. Compared to my old phone, it has a lot of storage. And my old phone was what I used to use when I first started on YouTube. As I mentioned in that video yesterday. And like sometimes I would run out of storage on my phone and it would cause issues, but I guess my new phone, I guess it has so much space. But it's still not practical because it doesn't look, you know, like obviously, like right now I'm using a screen like capture device thing, so it looks decent. I'm not like recording it with another device, so still not super practical to use a phone to record, but it worked for yesterday. Yeah, I'm happy with it the way it turned out. I was worried and wondering how I was going to make that work. Anyway, so yeah, DK Jungle, pretty cool track. I don't know, nothing. I don't have anything new to say about it than what I said yesterday. It's a pretty faithful remake. I guess they made this part anti-gravity, but that's about it. We got those screaming statues at the end still. And 60 points, so another perfect score. Right, and with the Banana Cup done, I think we're halfway done the whole thing. So, I don't know, I guess we can give Shy Guy a shot. I don't know, I think I picked this a couple times already, but I like this little buggy car. Oh, let's pick this Bowser thing. Sick. Yeah, because we did 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here as well. And I've been going for just about an hour 15. So yeah, this is going to be probably about 2.5 hours by the time I'm done. Probably a little bit under, but pretty close. Okay, so let's just continue. Yeah, let's get started here with the Leaf Cup. Alright, you got DS Wario Stadium, which is kind of an okay track. Not my favorite, but you know what? It's not bad. It's kind of fun, I guess. It's not as fun as I think Waluigi Stadium is even better. That we got in the Booster Course Pass, but this one's fun. It uses the same music as Waluigi Pinball too, actually, so that's pretty funny. I guess because both those tracks came out on the DS. So yeah, they made this part anti-gravity. Kind of cool, I guess. It's a little short change, and then they add like a whole water section here. Oh boy. What? Another one? Who just keeps hitting me with shells? This part's kind of cool with all these little boost pads to skip across the dirt. Got the nice Wario statue there to the right. Ooh. Nice, nice, nice. Shy Guy turn, get the double. Well, okay. Hold on to your coin so you don't get another coin. Yeah, that's a tactic out there. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know or whatever, because I actually didn't know this right away, even though it seems obvious. But here, let me. So like, I'm holding a green shell, and I can use it right before I get the double, and I'll get one. Will probably be a coin. I shouldn't have thrown my green shell because I lost the defense. But like, if you have a coin, let's say the coin is the only item you have, because you used your shell already, don't use the coin until you get another item, because then you might get another coin. Okay, nice. I was kind of scared Yoshi. Because, like, if you're in first or second, you know, you have a higher chance of getting a coin. And if you have a coin, if you're going through a double item box, that just use the coin, because then you're going to get two items. One might be a coin, but then the other one will for sure be a defense item. A banana, shell, it could be the boombox, whatever. If you're going to get a single box, though, don't use the coin. Hold on to the coin that you are already holding until the item, you know, it's like shuffling. Once you hit the single item box, it's like it takes a couple seconds. It's like shuffling, and then it gives you an item. Then you can use your coin, because you can't have two coins at once. So then once you get it, it'll 100% it'll be a banana, a shell, or something like that. Then you can use your coin, and then you have your defense item. Anyway, just if I don't know if I explained that well, but yeah, it seems obvious, but like I didn't really pay attention or realize that for like a long time. And then I read about it, or someone told me about it. I was like, oh, that makes sense. I think I read about it online. Sherbet Land, at the GCN Sherbet Land. This one's really fun, actually. I think I like the remake more. Like, you get to actually go underwater. Like in the Mario Kart, in Double Dash, if you fall in the ice, like through the ice in the water, Lakitu picks you up. But again, since there's like underwater physics now, if you fall in the water, that's a whole nother route you can just go. Like, I think that's so cool. Like, you would usually, like, this would like kill you in Double Dash, but they've added this whole underwater section, which is like, it is so cool. Very nice, like the lights and stuff. It's very oh, it's very festive. You got fireworks going on up there. It's actually a really nice, like, track. It's a really nice looking track. I like the music too. Makes me nostalgic for Double Dash a little bit. Okay, we're just about done. Yoshi. Okay, good. I had a pretty good lead there. Okay, and we're moving on to the third race, which is what? Is it TikTok Clock, or is that in the Lightning Cup? Oh my! Oh no, it's Music Park. Dude, Music Park is legendary. I was talking about this a little bit too yesterday when we did Music Park on the 3DS, but I think this is one of my favorite tracks in Mario Kart 7. It is so cool. Like, you have all these big instruments in the background, and the fact that you actually play the piano, like, as you drive on it, it plays the keys, and it's like, and there's a few of these too. There's a few of these, like, different, like, keys or whatever. And then, like, you got this part coming up. The big bouncy guys. It's a really satisfying track to race on. And just the music, just, like, it's just such, like, good feel, like, beady kind of music. It's a great tune, you know? Just with all just the instrumental and stuff. So yeah, this is literally one of my favorite tracks in the game, I think, in Mario Kart 8. And one of my favorite in Mario Kart 7 as well. Ooh, oh, a little tricky on 200. You gotta really use your brake. You're drifting! Ooh, just made it. Oh my god. Outrun it. Okay, that kind of worked out nicely, actually. Oh, I love how the piranhas that they got affected by the lightning too. That's so funny. Oh, I missed the freaking items, all of them. I was too small. Okay, coming up near the end. There's no funny business here. And like everything, the beat picks up on the last lap too, which is like really cool detail. Another blue shell! Dude, and then I got hit by a red shell. If that blue shell hit me like a second earlier, that red shell would have hit me before I crossed the finish line. And then I wouldn't have come in first. That would have been devastating, bro. Yoshi Valley. Yoshi Valley, another another one of my favorites. One of my N64 favorites. Yeah, I've always loved this track. It's so cool, like all the different routes you can go. On the N64, the Nintendo 64 like console itself kind of gets confused. It can't tell who's in first or last. So you don't have a ranking at all, like throughout the whole race. It doesn't tell you if you're in first or second or third. It's just a question mark for everyone for the whole race. It is so funny. Oh yeah, okay. And if you saw that video, when I played this on the N64 a few days ago, I talked about how when I was playing this track in Mario Kart 8, I had this incident where a blue shell was chasing me, but I juked it or something. I went one way, because there's so many different routes in this stage, and I went one way, but I think the blue shell AI got confused or something, or I don't know, it thought I was going one way and then I went the other way, or maybe I got lucky, but the blue shell went a different way than I did, and I was on my last lap, but I still had to get to the finish line, and the blue shell goes pretty quick. I don't think I was playing on 200, I might have been, because on 200 you can outrun the blue shell a little bit, but and then I was watching on the mini-map. I was physically watching this blue shell make its way all the way around the map and start to catch up to me again. And as I was racing as hard as I could to get to the finish line, and I made it to the finish line before the blue shell could hit me. Really, Bowser? But that was like one of the funniest moments. I don't think I had that saved anywhere. I might have, like, I wasn't recording a video. Like this just happened in my own time. This happened like, I think this happened years ago too. Like this was a long time ago. I might have made a game clip. Oh no. Third? That's the worst I've done yet. I don't think I've done worse than second at all today, have I? Or have I? I don't know. I think that's the worst I've ever done today. I might have made like like when you hold down, you have like a screenshot button on the Nintendo controller, but if you hold it, it makes a video of the last, I think, 30 seconds. I might have made a save like that. I'll have to go check my, I guess my album on here. If I have it, I'll share it. I'll like upload it as like a short or something, because it was so funny. I couldn't believe it, man. Like, so even the blue shell, it gets confused sometimes on Yoshi Valley. We should do a custom items game and play with blue shell only on Yoshi Valley. That sounds like a grand old time. Alright, now we got the Lightning Cup. I guess we should start knocking some of these Koopa kids off the list. Let's go with my boy Roy, I think. Alright. And Lightning Cup. This one's really cool. This is probably my favorite retro cup out of the base game. Like out of these four. These four are weird because like each of these cups, some are retro tracks, but some are nitro tracks. So like these four are kind of like mixed, you know? But like out of these four retro, like true retro cups in the base game, I think Lightning's my favorite because TikTok Clock's great, Piranha Plant Slide is great, Granola Volcano is a lot of fun too, and then you finish with N64 Rainbow Road, which the N64 Rainbow Road remake in this game is tremendous. They gave it so much life, made it one lap too, so it doesn't feel too long. It's a really great race actually. But we're gonna start things off with the DS Tick-Tock Clock. Another great track, I would say. I kind of mentioned this when we played this in the Mario Kart DS video, but this gives me a lot of vibes to the clock stage in Super Mario 64. It just really, I don't know, like, because in that stage, in that world, in Super Mario 64, you're in a big clock essentially. So I don't know, it's pretty cool. I wonder if there's like if that was kind of the idea they were going for, because it really looks like we're kind of in a big clock right now. You look at the walls and stuff, it looks like we're in like a big clock. Oh boy. It's cool, all the gears and stuff and moving pieces. It's a really cool track. Another one of my favorites. I know I have like half the tracks in these games are favorites of mine. I know, but it's true. This is another one of my many favorites. A track that I never am upset to race on, you know? Like whether I'm racing on it in Grand Prix or this track is picked in Mario Kart Online. I'm never like, oh, Tick-Tock Clock. Like I'm always happy to race on this track. And I guess that's kind of the criteria. Like for a track to be considered a favorite of mine, it's a track that I don't ever get sick of, and I can race on as many times, you know, without getting bored, I think. And Tick-Tock Clock's definitely one of those tracks for me. I've never gotten bored of this track. I think it's a really cool track. Alright. And then next, Piranha Plant Slide, which again, I think is so cool. Yeah, like we're like in a big sewer in this one. And they made it like much more vertical in this version compared to Mario Kart 7. That jump at the end, like this, like I'll show you what I mean when I get to the end of the lap. But I think they made it like way more vertical. Oh boy, what am I doing? Try Bowser? Get out of here. Like in Mario Kart 7, this part here, where you go straight down, it doesn't go this deep. Like we're actually going down quite a bit here. And so here too, like we come back up quite high. Because in Mario Kart 7, when you come out of that sewer and you jump up, you don't go up that much. It's more of just a forward. But here you go like pretty high up to get back up here. So they really made it. They made this track a lot taller in this remake, which I think is pretty cool. Good thing I'm not in first. Lucia. Oh god. Oh god. I'm not doing. Oh my god. I'm doing almost as bad as I was doing in Rainbow Road. Well, maybe not that bad. I was like an 8th at one point. Okay, now I'm in 6th. Okay, wow. Now I'm almost really am an 8th. I gotta get my stuff together. Oh. Alright. You can go over top the arch completely, see? I went over it completely. And you can use a mushroom through that little... You got... Baby Peach, what the heck? Where did you come from? No. I'm actually... Okay, this is a tight... I don't know why this is such a tight race. I don't consider... Like... I wouldn't consider this a hard track. Not like Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road on 200 is, like, pretty tough. This track isn't like too bad though, but I'm struggling a little bit. No! I need a mushroom, please. Please, no mushroom. Well, I'm in first. Oh, I just came back. That was pretty close. That was a nice comeback though. Whew. Grumble Volcano. This one's cool. Talked about this a little bit a couple days ago in the Wii video. But just the fact that the track falls apart with every lap, it's a very cool mechanic. They should do something with that again. I think Mario Kart 9, one of their Nitro tracks, should have a similar mechanic. A changing stage with every lap or something. I think that'd be really cool. Oh yeah, and another fun fact about this track. I mentioned this in that, if you saw my Wii video, I'm just repeating myself, but this is the only track in Mario Kart history to have lava not be named after Bowser. Because every other track in Mario Kart history that actually has lava in the track, it's one of the Bowser castles. Like, this is the only track to have lava and not be Bowser Castle. So it's pretty cool, actually, because like lava is a pretty big part of this. Like, you could fall in the lava, but this is the only non-Bowser Castle lava track. So all the volcanoes in the background look so cool. Not like, look at that red sky, those clouds. It's very like ominous, you know. Pretty cool though. Man, how many times can I say cool in one video? It's pretty cool. Oh, this one's so cool too. I am aware about how much I'm kind of repeating myself in general. But like, I don't know. What am I supposed to do? I'm just speaking the truth. Just speaking my opinion. Just trying to have a good jolly old time. Yep. Oh my lord. Look, and they spit like these things onto the track too. Like the volcanoes, like they spit. Or do they? Yeah. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I want to come in second. Damn. I couldn't make a comeback on this one, I guess. Anyway. Alright. Last one, the N64 Rainbow Road, which is awesome. Great remake, fantastic remake. Because the original N64 Rainbow Road, it is a little long and bland, but it still holds a special place in my heart because I'm really nostalgic towards it and I love it a lot. But this remake gave it a lot of life. It's really great. Alright. And yeah, I guess originally, back even before the Wii U version of Mario Kart 8 got DLC, this was the last track of the whole game, right? Also, I don't know if this is confirmed or just like a theory, but I think this track is supposed to take place above Toad Harbor, actually. And, like, okay, so for example, the Rainbow Road in Double Dash actually does take place above Mushroom City from the same game. Like that's a fact. A lot of the tracks in Double Dash take place within close vicinity to one another, which is a cool Easter egg. You can see a lot of landmarks from... I talk a little bit about that in that Double Dash video. We're already almost done this track. I think it's because it's 200cc, but you can see like that Peach Statue of Liberty that we saw in Toad Harbor. Now it's in a different location. Like, it's not the exact same background, and like, I don't know. It's oh shit. I was too okay. I might lose now. But there's a stage coming up. Like, damn. You can kind of see in the background, like the water down there and everything. It kind of looks like that same San Francisco-y kind of location, I think. And yeah, and I don't know if you saw it, but there was that Statue of Liberty thing. But what I was trying to say, that there's a track coming up and one of the cups we're going to do later, like Super Bell Subway. And in Super Bell Subway, it's just an Easter egg, but it actually has all of, pretty much every track from this game, part of like the train system. You know when you go to like like if you live in a big city and you go to the train station, you know, the LRT, and you have like different lines, oh, red line, blue line, and this station, then this station, then this station, it shows you on a map. And they have that like on all these like boards and stuff in the background of this track coming up in Super Bell Subway. And all the stations, all the train stations on all of these like routes are different tracks. Like Sweet Canyon is one of them. Mario Kart Stadium is one of them. Toad Harbor is one of them. So people have like tried to like place together, like canonically, like make a map of. But I honestly I think it's just an Easter egg. I think Sunshine Airport might be one of them. But Sunshine Airport is like, it looks like it's kind of on an island. So how does the train... It's just I don't think you're supposed to take it too seriously. Even the N64 Rainbow Road taking place above Toad Harbor, like I just mentioned, I don't know if that's actually confirmed. But it just kind of seems like it, and I'm pretty sure I've heard people mention that before. We're going to go with Luigi. Ooh. Yeah, sure. Give me this thing. Very nice. And yeah, I guess my face cam's kind of in the way of these cups, but these last four, so these were DLC originally. It's this one in the Bell Cup, Super Bell Subway. As you can see, I'll show it off in there a little bit too, what I'm talking about. I'm not sure technically what order. So egg first. I don't know if it goes egg then Triforce, or egg then crossing. Okay, on this screen, they have it egg and then the Hyrule one. So I guess Nintendo. Okay, so apparently it goes like this. So these must have been in the first wave, because in the DLC on the Wii U, it was two waves of two cups. So it must have been these two first. And then these two must have been the last wave. So I guess we'll get started with the egg. The egg cup. Don't worry, I will move this face cam. There we go. Alright, so Yoshi Circuit. Do you know what I'm going to say? Can you guess what I'm going to say? It's one of my favorite tracks. I know, it's hard to believe. I don't have that many favorite tracks, but yep, this is another one of my many favorite tracks. It's a great track. I think it was from Double Dash when it originated. Can you go? Oh damn! There are some shortcuts you can just do without the mushroom on 200cc because you're going so fast anyway. I guess you need a mushroom still on that one. It was kind of risky, but I went for it. This track is so cool though. Like, this was one of my favorites on Double Dash. It's in the shape of a giant. It's a Yoshi-shaped island. Like, who doesn't love that? It's just, it is so awesome. It's so cool. The music's so great too. Yeah, it's oh my god. I didn't mean to throw that. Oh, anyway. Ooh. Doing pretty good though. Yeah, this is such a great remake. In the Double Dash version, you can see Daisy Cruiser in the background. I think there's a cruise. There was a big boat over there. I don't think it's Daisy Cruiser though. Now, of course, now Daisy Cruiser is in the game, thanks to the Booster Course Pass, but back on the Wii U and before the Booster Course Pass was a thing, yeah, no Daisy Cruiser. Daisy Cruiser could be seen in the background, I think, of a couple of tracks in Double Dash. Like, in Double Dash, it was also in the background. Damn, why did I throw that forward? Peach Beach also had the Daisy Cruiser in the background. And speaking of Daisy, we got baby Daisy right there, ready to... No. Well, I guess she can have that one. Look at that, baby Daisy and baby Luigi. Top 2 spots. So are they like a couple? Is that canon? Daisy and Luigi, or is that just like a because like Mario and Peach aren't like actually a couple. He just saves her over and over again. It's Bowser who has a crush on Peach. He tried to marry her in Odyssey, but she keeps rejecting him. And I think Mario likes Peach, but I think she friend-zoned him, right? So what's the deal with Luigi and Daisy? There's a statue of them dancing in Daisy Circuit in Mario Kart Wii. Anyway. Excite Bike Arena. This is a cool track too. So all these ramps that we're jumping off of. Every time you play this track, they generate in a random order, so it's different every time you play this track, right? Because I think it's the same in the original like Excite Bike game. I never really played Excite Bike, so correct me if I'm wrong. Or maybe it's just to make this track a little bit more interesting. But every time you race it, like these jumps, like we have a little jump here, a big jump here, and then we have like a couple little jumps. It looks like a medium jump, and then a big jump, and just the different order of jumps and their distance and these boost pads, it always generates in a slightly different order. Except on time trial. Like if you're playing like in time trial mode, there is one set way it will always spawn. It has to. It's time trial. You can send in your time online worldwide and people race. Like just in normal Grand Prix mode or in versus mode, it's different every time, which is really cool. Oh, I'm doing no. Guys. How am I doing so bad? I'm in 6. I was doing so good earlier. This is the worst I've done. Oh my god, it's getting worse. This was just a fluke of a race. Absolute shit show. 10th place. Holy smokes. I don't even know if I'm going to win this cup well, if I win the next 2 races, I should. But, 3rd place in Yoshi circuit and then 10th here. That is not good. I've come in 1st place so far in every cup, like my overall spot. So we'll see if I can... I have to make a bit of a comeback here. Dragon Drift Way. Alright. So this one's kind of cool too. Ooh. This dragon here. This is the same dragon. Okay, see that dragon statue? And we're going in his mouth. This is the same dragon from Super Mario Galaxy. I think 2? Or is it from Mario Galaxy 1? I don't remember. But one of the Super Mario Galaxy games, you fight the dragon. You fight him I think twice? Well, in Super Mario Galaxy 2, I think there's like a boss rush galaxy, and I think it's a throwback to the bosses from the first Galaxy game. So I'm getting a little confused, but that dragon, he is a boss in one of the Galaxy games. It's really cool, actually, that they kind of incorporated, you know, him, or at least a statue of him. And like the whole track I get, because we're kind of like, you can see the dragon scales there and how it's all twisty, and this whole track is kind of you know, very dragony themed, I guess. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't want the bomb. Get rid of that. No! Screw you! I hate the boomerang. I mean, I just got 2 hits. No way. Who'd the blue shell hit? What? Where'd the blue shell go? Am I tweaking? I saw the blue shell coming, like, right when I got to first, but then someone else passed me right before the blue shell. So the blue shell passed me, I think. I don't know if I'm tweaking. I don't think I saw the blue shell explode or anything. How am I in 7th? Oh, that was a comeback. I had like 2 mushrooms. Did you see that? I have to admit, I got a little lucky there. See, Mario Kart's a lot of skill, but it is also very much luck-based. For sure. More skill-based, but luck is definitely a factor. And that, I got lucky there. Okay. Mute City. This is one of 2 F-Zero theme tracks in this game. I think the other one I like more, and the other one's more popular. It's like Big Blue or something. But this one's not bad. I actually don't mind this at all. This one's a really fun track to race on. I love the F-Zero music. They should make a new F-Zero, man. Captain Falcon deserves respect. He needs a new game, no F-Zero 99 crap. F-Zero 99, it's kind of fun actually. I have a video of that on this channel when that came out a little while ago, but that's just like, it's not even like that's just a really small little spin-off. We need like a new, like, proper F-Zero. That would be something. I don't think it's gonna happen though. I think F-Zero is one of Nintendo's one of their many dead franchises. It's a legacy franchise, you know, along with I would say Kid Icarus. I mean, Kid Icarus had a new game on the 3DS, which wasn't that long ago. You know, certainly a lot newer than a lot of their other IP, but Star Fox is another example, hasn't had a new game in a long time. Or like the Earthbound people, like, what are their names? Ness and Lucas, right? From Earthbound. Like, those are dead franchises. They're never going to get sequels or remakes or anything. The next time we see Captain Falcon and Fox and Ness, the next time we see them will be in the next Smash Bros. And that's it until the end of time. Now, who knows? I'm sure someday we might see new games to these franchises, but they'll be probably smaller games. You know, I don't think they'll... Oh, I got first overall still, just barely though. Only 45 points, that's pretty low. Pretty low indeed. I gotta say, my voice is actually starting to, like, just talking so much, I think, you know, and I've been going for almost 2 hours, and I've been trying to commentate quite a bit, because usually, like, I have some Uncharted videos, like, during my Uncharted Crusher Let's Play that have gone, like, 2 hours. Like, I don't normally record for 2 hours, but I do have videos for sure that have gone quite a while, but I don't usually commentate during them as much as I have today. Like during these Mario Kart videos, even some previous ones, like when I was doing Mario Kart Wii, and like some of my previous, like this week when I did all these Mario Kart videos, I think it's because I have something to say about every track, and I just commentate pretty much almost the whole time, I would say. So I'm definitely feeling in my voice a little bit. Okay, we're going with Link. We're definitely going with Breath of Wild Link. Because we've got the Hyrule Cup coming up next, which means there's only one right answer. And it is, this one, Oh, he's got two though. Master Cycle and then the Master Cycle Zero. Ooh. See, this one's kind of cool because this was from the DLC in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's screw it. Let's go with that one, I think. And, ooh, gotta go with these, Triforce tires. And then, I guess, is there like a Hyrule themed paraglider? Probably not. I guess just... Oh, that one doesn't even... Oh, there is! The Hylian Kite! Forgot that was... Okay, yeah, they have this Animal Crossing one, too. Interesting. Okay, well, we have to do it. We have to. And then, yeah, Triforce Cup. Let's do this. Three more cups. And then I'm free. If I wanted to go for 4 hours, I could do the DLC tracks today too, but I don't know. This is already such a long video. Wario Goldmine. Amazing track. Wario has some of the best tracks across all of Mario Kart, I would say. And this one's no exception. It's a great track. This is such a fun track. Everything about the track, the music, the graphics, the level design, it is just fantastic. This was like, on the Wii, growing up, like this track was really hard. I would fall off all the time. It was like as hard as Rainbow Road almost. Not as hard, but I did have difficulty on this one at first. On the Wii version at least, not so much on this version. And oh, that was cool. Link, when I tricked, he did like a Triforce. He didn't do it that time, but he made a Triforce appear. Did you see that? That was weird. But yeah, I'm still playing lots of Tears of the Kingdom. It's awesome. I am working my way through Metroid Prime Remastered though right now, and I just got through the God of War Valhalla DLC, which was quite interesting actually. So now that I finished that DLC, I'm not no spoilers. So like, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'll just say that, like, story-wise, it actually did add quite a bit of like character development and stuff to create, like, even more. Like, Kratos has already been getting some crazy development in like these newer games, but like when I first heard that they were doing a free DLC, I was like, oh, it's probably just some game mode or something. Probably nothing crazy, it's free DLC, but it was actually quite significant, story-wise, I would say. And it sets up the next game a little bit more. It is quite significant, I would say. Now, however, in my opinion, I think the gameplay and the level design in the DLC is very tedious. And it's hard for me to explain without getting into spoilers. There is a narrative reason in the game as to why it's tedious. But there's a very specific mechanic that I can't talk about without spoiling it, so I won't. And I get it too. It makes sense for the DLC, and they give it a narrative reason why it happens. But there's a lot of repeat in that DLC, which was really starting to annoy me. It's kind of short. It's like 4 hours probably. I did it in a few sittings. I didn't do it all in one sitting. There was a couple of little surprises in there. Nothing hugely significant, but decently significant, like just for Kratos and his development. You know, it's mostly about Kratos and Mimir, I would say. And like they're furthering their development a little bit, and it was really cool, but I thought the gameplay was really starting to annoy me. I was like, anyway, I won't get into it, but I get it though for a DLC. I mean, a lot of their team at Santa Monica Studio is probably working on the next God of War. They don't want to put too many resources into the DLC. So I think that was one of the reasons, like, you kind of have to, you don't want to make the DLC like crazy, especially if it is free. Like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. So I totally get it. Like, for a free DLC, it was pretty good. Anyway, enough of that. We have SNES Rainbow Road. The very first Rainbow Road, this is a really cool remake. It's very bright. A lot of life. I like too how in the background, all of those like those weird mountains that you see all across the Mushroom Kingdom in a lot of games that you can see now in the background, they have like lights shining on them with different colors and stuff, which is a really neat detail. Okay, what do we have next here? I do not remember. This one's okay. Ice Post, or Ice Outpost. So this track gets a bit of a mixed reception, I would say, because like just from like stuff I've read online and like, you know, there are quite a few people who don't like this track at all. Oh, like, you know, like Ice Outpost, but there's some people who like really like this track. I would say I'm like in the middle of the road. I don't have anything against this track, but I don't have anything like, I don't love this track, but I don't know. I mean, maybe it has grown on me a little bit more too since I've played it more over the years. Like, it is kind of cool, like the two different roads that kind of go back and forth. You can kind of drift between them to maximize it. It is actually kind of cool. In fact, this is one of my buddy's favorite tracks, actually. So like, it definitely has merit. Like, this is definitely, it's not a bad track. Like, look, like I'm on the green, but I can switch onto the yellow. Like, it's a bit strategic. There's some cool shortcuts here too. I think they're on the left. I think you need a mushroom though to get up to there. It's not bad at all, but not really my first pick, you know. This would be one of the ones where I'd be like, oh man, if it got picked online, but not because I hate it. I don't hate it at all. Not like Bone Dry Dunes that I like really don't like. But again, this is just a middle of the road to me, I think. But it has grown on me more over the years. Like, it really isn't bad. I do appreciate it. It's visually it's pretty cool, you know. There's a lot of detail. Looks like we're like in a big iceberg or something. Got some boats in the background. You know, it's nice to look at. Oh my god, and a red shell? You're kidding me. The next track though, that's where it really gets crazy. And they just screwed me over. I'm in 7th. Oh, get up to 5th. Fine, 6th. It's not that great, but I mean, it is what it is. Yep. But this next one, Hyrule, is it just Hyrule Circuit? Yeah, it is. It's a Zelda track in Mario Kart. Who would have figured? I guess they really needed to sell that DLC. It worked though. I mean, pretty cool. I don't remember what the consensus was when these DLC cups came to Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. I wasn't really like in the online community yet then, like when out like back then at that age. So I'm not really sure what like if there was like a big hype. You know, I didn't really watch or pay attention to any of like the reactions to like these DLC tracks, right? But like back when they were on the Wii U. But I imagine that a lot of people were pretty excited about this. Like, you know, during the reveal trailer, I'm sure that this Zelda track, I just imagine that this was probably like their big selling. And like showing off Link too in the trailer. Like, oh, Link's in Mario Kart. It's like, what the? Okay. You know? I guess back then it was just because you have two variations of Link. When you select them on the character select, and as you saw, there's like the one with his classic green tunic. And then you have this one based off of Breath of the Wild. And it's got two bikes too. Now, Mario Kart 8 came out in 2014. I think the first wave of the DLC came out in that winter. And I think the second wave came out like in the spring or early 2015, I think. But even then, that was 2 years before Breath of the Wild came out. I don't even think that there was like a reveal teaser yet of Breath of the Wild. I don't even think people knew what the Nintendo Switch even was back then. I don't think that was revealed yet or anything. So that green Link was I think that's the only Link in the Wii U version. I think this blue Breath of the Wild one is exclusive to the deluxe version on the Switch, most likely. And the bike that I'm using now, which is actually from Breath of the Wild, from the DLC in that game, probably was added in the deluxe version as well. That other Hyrule bike we were looking at was probably the one Link used in just the original Mario Kart 8. But yeah, just an overall really fun track. You have to drive through the castle and all that. And instead of coins, they actually use green gems. Like from Zelda. Like you use gems, which is like pretty cool actually. Like, oh, just a bit of continuity there, you know? Okay, how did I do? Oh, nice. I still came in first. Only by 3 points. My record isn't as perfect as it was at the start. But I've still come in first in overall. And everything, I think. Yeah. 2 more cups now. Which is good because I've been going for 2 hours. And I'm hungry and my voice is starting to go too. Anyway, we got just 2 more to get through here. Oh, I think we have that Animal Crossing one coming up. Well then, let me pick Mr. Villager over here. Oh, City Tripper. Sure. Oh, at Leaf Tires. Is there like a dedicated Animal Crossing bike or car? There might be. Oh, it might be this one. This looks kind of Animal Crossy. You know, because you collect the bugs and stuff in Animal Crossing. At least in New Horizons you do. Screw it. Let's go with it. And yeah, the next one is the Crossing Cup, and we finished with Animal Crossing. Alrighty. So let's get things started. So we're going to start with Baby Park. I think this is the 3rd time we're playing Baby Park. Because obviously Double Dash. And then Baby Park was remade in Mario Kart DS. Yeah. So this is the 3rd time we're playing it. And same thing as those first 2 times. It's just a crazy hectic. And it is 7 laps again in this one, which is good because, as I pointed out the other day, because Baby Park in Double Dash is 7 laps, but in Mario Kart DS they shortened it. I think it's only 5 laps for some reason, but now it's back up to 7, which is good because look at, we're already a lap done on 200cc. It's a quick freaking oh, it's a quick. I'm running away from the shell. Oh, did I dodge it? Anyway, I thought there was a shell chasing me. See how hectic it is? I think, oh my god, so cool. And look at I love what they've done. Like, we're like in an amusement park. You can like all the different attractions and rides in the background. It's such a nice background. Like I'll just sometimes, like back when I was first playing these tracks, I would like go in time trial or whatever for a lot of these tracks, and I would just like look at the background because it's really cool in a lot of these tracks. I think there's Luigi's Mansion over there too. It's really cool. Ooh, nice. First place. Cheese Land. So this one is also a little controversial. Well, when I say controversial, it makes it sound like very passionate. That's not the case, but I just mean kind of split. There are people who like this track. There are people who throw their arms up who don't like this track very much. There's like this running gag in the community, and I've seen it happen a couple times to myself too, although I think it is a little bit exaggerated, like for the joke. But in Mario Kart 8 Online, whenever it picks, like, you know when you can pick random if you don't like the selection, because you vote on the track, and if you hit random, and then it picks, like, every character picks what track you want to race on based off a sample, a pool of tracks. You can pick one of those or you can pick random. Then the game will randomly select one of the players and their voted track. But if it selects someone who picked random, it's always Cheeseland for some reason. And that is a little bit exaggerated. It's not always Cheeseland. And I don't know, but like every time I see it, because there are a lot of times where I'm playing Mario Kart 8 online and it's like it's Cheeseland again, but that might just be a case of like, because you're looking for it, you think you see it more. It's like an illusion. What I mean is, okay, so like if I asked you, okay, how do I like word this? If I asked you to count how many red cars you saw on your way to work, you would actually... Okay, wait, this is a better... Okay, let's say you and me go to the same school or like we're co-workers, and I just asked you one day, hey, how many red cars did you drive past this morning on your way here? You would say, I have no idea. And then if I told you, we'll count tomorrow on your way to work or school or whatever, and then you counted... Like, when you're paying attention, you see it more. Does that make sense? Like, even though it's going to be the same, like, on average, you're not going to pass more red cars on one day than the other. Like, on average. Like, right? But since you're looking for it more, you're going to be under the impression that there's a lot more red cars out today than there was yesterday. Even though that's not the case. So maybe that's what's happening. Maybe because I'm kind of like, there's a lot of times I'm playing online and it's like, wow, Cheeseland again. But maybe it's just, you know, anyway, it's pretty funny. It's not a bad track. I kind of like it though. Cheeseland, it was a great remake from the GBA. Next up, we have Wild Woods here. So this track, look, we're starting vertical. See the toes to the left? They're like, they're standing upright, but like just. It's pretty cool the way the race starts there. Like you start vertical. So this one reminds me a little bit of Maple Tree Way. Because it's kind of the same idea. It's a little different, but it kind of gives me the same vibe. Because it kind of appears like that we're in a giant tree. Okay, you can see it again here. The toads on the left. But they're, like from our perspective, looks like they're standing at a weird angle, but that's just because of the anti-gravity utilized there at the very beginning of the race. Because like in Maple Tree Way, you kind of go like, you're kind of like in a big tree, or you're little, I guess, in a tree. Kind of the same idea here. Like, does it not give off that vibe? It's like we're in a big forest. Some houses there, I guess. So like maybe, I guess. Maybe look at all these like trees and stuff coming out of the track, and just see all the bush like in the background. Like it looks like giant branches. Like it really appears that you kind of drive in and through to a giant tree, I think, which is really cool. Oh my god! Of course, it's the wretched blue shell. All right. Link, I think. Oh, not anymore. Nice. First place. 5 more races to go. So the next one is the Animal Crossing track. So this track, in Animal Crossing fashion, there's 4 different variations of this track. Different seasons. So it looks like we got either spring or summer, but there is a difference. Okay, I think this is summer, because in the spring, I think the trees, some of the trees are pink. You know, because some trees kind of, they blossom in the springtime. But there's 4 you can play in summer, spring, winter, or fall. It's really neat, actually. Like in fall, like all the trees are like orange and red. In winter, there's like no leaves on the trees, but there's snow everywhere. You got a spring variation, and this is like the summer variation. Because if you ever played an Animal Crossing game, At least in I think this is the same in every Animal Crossing. But in New Horizons, the one that I've played on the Switch, time moves in real life speed, like at real life speed. So it's kind of, and it's synced like to your location. So if I open up my Animal Crossing world right now, I live in the northern hemisphere. It would be winter, since it's winter, like, you know, this time of the year, like it's December. There would be like snow. I think, doesn't winter technically start on the 20th? Well, by the time this video goes up, yeah, okay, it will officially be winter by the time this video is up, but yeah. And I think it's just random when you play this track. I think it's just completely random on which one of the 4 variations that you get. My throat is really starting. I can feel like it's just all the talking that I'm doing. I don't normally commentate this much during my videos. Like, I'm not sick. It's all the talking. It's only when I'm talking I can. Yeah. Because like I said, my other videos that I have a few videos, like I don't normally go for 2 hours. I normally like to max it at 1 if I can. But I do have a couple 2-hour video, like well, more than a couple. I do every once in a while have a 2-hour videos, mostly that Crushing Uncharted, those Crushing Uncharted Let's Plays that I did for the, you know, for that whole. I played all 4 Uncharted games on Crushing, and I did a whole series of that. And some of those videos were quite long. But I don't normally talk for like the whole like 2 or 3 hours straight. But like, I feel like today I've been talking for most of it, which is good. Like, you want to be engaging, but I keep having to clear my throat now. Fascinating. Anyway, we're down to the last cup now. And I think for the last one, I guess we'll go as Inkling. Ooh. I guess we'll just go with this guy. Yeah. And is there an Inkling bike? Or like a Splatoon bike? I don't know. Yeah, we got the Ink Striker. Okay, this is kind of a cool customization, I think, and they got a bunch of paint splattered on this like Inkling version of the Super Glider, which is pretty cool. Okay, so this should be the last cup. I did everything else, right? I did that one, and this one, and I did all the nitros and all the 4 retros as well. So yeah, Bell Cup. This one's really cool too. I think out of these 4 like DLC cups, the Bell might be my favorite, because Ribbon Road's really cool. Yeah, Ribbon Road, Super Bell, Subway, and Big Blue. And I actually really love Neo Bowser City too. Neo Bowser City is, a lot of people don't like that track. So I'm in the minority, but I really like that track. So the Bell Cup's definitely my favorite out of those 4. Those 4 DLC cups. But Neo Bowser City, yeah, it's, a lot of people like don't like this track. There's a lot of really tight turns. It is quite difficult on 200cc. There's a lot of tight turns. But I don't know, I welcome the challenge. I love the music in the stage. I think it's really cool. It's like the first Bowser track we have in Mario Kart that's not in a castle and doesn't have, like, you know, that doesn't rely on on lava or or that takes place at his castle. Like every Bowser track we've had up until Mario Kart 7 is just a Bowser castle, but this is the first non-castle Bowser track, Neo Bowser City, and like the whole city just, I don't know, like there's so many questions. Like, does he rule this city? Like, I mean, I'm guessing he does. like is this a city of bad guys, like Goombas and Koopas? I have no idea if this city is like based on something from one of the Mario games. Like, I've played most Mario games, almost all of them, but I haven't played all the Paper Marios, or like I haven't played pretty much any of the RPGs. You know, like Mario, Luigi in Time, Bowser Inside Story, Dream Team, and like a lot of the like I played a couple Paper Marios, but I haven't played all of them. So yeah, I don't know if this is supposed to be based off of a location from one of those games. I don't think so. I think this is just an original track made for Mario Kart. I could be wrong, but I just think it's a really neat location. It's just something we haven't really seen before. It almost looks like a futuristic city. This looks like Futurama. You know Futurama? The TV show, and like the people can like not teleport, but they can move around in these tubes. They walk in like a tube, and it like, this is gonna sound weird, but it like sucks them up and takes them where they want across the city. You know, like I think in the first episode, Fry walked into one, and he didn't know what was going on. And anyway, it's kind of a cool show. I don't know. I haven't watched it in a long time. Watched it a lot as a kid though. But this track gives off like a futuristic city kind of a vibe too. I think it looks futuristic. Like look up there, that tube and that like car or ship that was going through it, and all these coolly shaped buildings and infrastructure. So I think it's underrated. And again, I'm in the minority for that, for sure. But that's my opinion. Okay. Oh, Ribbon Road's really cool. Oh man. Oh, look, there's a Mario Kart 8 poster in the background. Do you see it? It's so cool. See, like this takes place like we're like in a giant kid's bedroom, or we've been shrunk. Yes, but the detail in the background is so cool. It's just so full of life, this track. Like, this is a GBA track. Like, it got such a wicked remake. Yeah. Woo! This is like one of my favorite tracks. And oh man, the wavy road here, and oh, if you're careful, you can. It's kind of oh no, it's a little tricky. Oh man, that really put me back. These guys just like going back and forth. Such a fun track. This is S tier, man. There's so many S tiers though, like it's crazy. I have to actually sit down and rank like all 96 tracks in Mario Kart. That would be crazy. Like I said, I'm actually planning to do like a rankings video for all the DLC tracks before the end of the year, but maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll do it for all 96, or maybe I'll do that like later. I don't know. Oh man. Ooh, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, we're on the last lap. Doing pretty good. I just love again, the background. There's so much going on there. It is seriously cool. Like, I want to explore the rest of this house. You know what? You know Squeaky Clean Sprint? It was in Wave 5 of the Booster Course Pass. The bathroom track. You're like in a giant bathroom. That's probably in the same house that this track takes place in. Since we're in a giant house. You know? Anyway, Super Bell Subway. Okay, this is the one I said I was going to show off. I probably won't be able to show it for long, or I'm going to lose my lead. It's a cool mural there. But, oh yeah, okay, hold on here. And look at that. Apparently that's Toad Harbor. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna do terrible. Oh, it's because my auto accelerates on. Okay. I'm probably gonna lose this race by a lot, but that is... And it kind of looks like Toad Harbor, doesn't it? And there's all these things in the stage. Like there, you can see all the tracks. Now you can go up on YouTube or Google and like see a clearer version of that thing up there with all the lines. I'm gonna try and catch up now. Okay. Now I'm pretty sure that this station is in Toad Harbor as well, because that map, the first map I showed you, and I was like, oh, it kind of looks like Toad Harbor, and I'm pretty sure, and I might be mistaken or misremembering, but I'm pretty sure that when you look at that, the second poster I showed you with all the train lines and stuff, I think this station here is in Toad Harbor. You know, so like this subway station is like underneath of Toad Harbor or like within the vicinity. And then again, apparently Rainbow Road, or the N64 Rainbow Road in this game, apparently is above Toad Harbor in the sky. And then according to like those train lines, almost every track in this game are kind of close to one another. Like you can take the C train to each racetrack, which that cannot be canonical. That's gotta just be an Easter egg. I don't think that wouldn't make any sense. Some of them don't make sense. Like I know Bowser's Castle's on there. Some tracks are like right next to each other, according to the train map, and it just doesn't make sense. I don't know. I mean, it's more than anything, it's an Easter egg. I don't think Nintendo really cares about continuity and stuff. I think it's just, as fans, we look into it too deeply. I think, but it's fascinating for sure. It's fun. All right, and with that, there's just one more race. Almost 2.5 hours. Damn. And since there's another 48 tracks in the Booster Course Pass, I'll probably go roughly the same tomorrow. It's going to be like 2.5 hours probably. Big Blue. Man. My throat's getting sore. So Big Blue is a really awesome track. This is another one of those no laps. It's just like checkpoint based, I guess. So you just go to the end, but it's really cool. It's very inspired by F-Zero. Again, as you can see, I like this one more. I like the other F-Zero track, Mute City, but this one's even better. This one's like killer. This is a really popular track too. A lot of people love this track. It just looks so good. Man, they gotta reboot F-Zero, man. What are they doing? There were rumors a little while ago that they were making a new F-Zero, but then it turned out to be F-Zero 99. So, which is kind of fun, but that's just a little spin-off. It's not even like, it's just a little online game. It's fun, but it's a fun little game. F-Zero 99 for sure. Oh, this part's cool. Look, the water's above us because we're upside down. Do you see that? It's so wicked. Like, you go upside down right above the water. So like the water's above you. Like, that's so trippy. Just imagine that. But well, I forgot what I was saying before that when I interrupted myself. It doesn't matter, I guess. But that's Big Blue. It's a cool stage. Oh yeah, something about rebooting F-Zero or F-Zero 99. It's a fun little game for sure, but it's a very small, like, you know, it's not anything significant. All right, guys, and I've played half of Mario Kart 8. I've compilated. I've thought about doing all 96 tracks in one go. Maybe I'll do that maybe like in the new. I mean, I don't know. I've been advertising this Mario Kart week as like a 9-day thing. I won't change it, and I can't go for another 2.5 hours today. I mean, I could if I had to, but my throat would probably be really sore if I did. If I went for another like 2 hours, but I think that's gonna be all for today. Let's just check in verse, because I want to see something in versus mode. You can set the number of tracks, more than 4, so you go up to 6, 8, and the max was 48 for a long time. It's still just 48. See, I wish they added a 96. and you actually do like all 96. Because if that was the case, like obviously not today, but I would have done like a random order, because you can pick courses, choose, or in order or random. So it would have been a random order, all 96, and just I think that would have been really cool, I think. But maybe I can do that with 48. I have some ideas, like doing some sort of like Mario Kart bingo. I know that sounds kind of weird, but like whether we use 48 races, or we can go less, we can go like 32, or depends how long I want to go for, really. Like 16 is a good number. And I don't know, I can make like a bingo sheet with tracks, like with all the tracks in the game, and we have to try, and but I'll have courses on random here. See on this section, like choose or random. So it won't be in my hands at all. It'll just randomly, we'll select these tracks, and maybe I could like, I don't know, something like that. I've kind of thought about like trying something like that, and I think I will try something like that at some point. But not today. That will be all for today. And yeah, tomorrow will be day 9, and the final day of Mario Kart Week. We will do the second part of Mario Kart 8, do all the DLC tracks, and then that is that. I don't have too much more to say today. Yeah, if you're still here, thank you so much for watching to the end. Hopefully I'll see you again next time, and have a great day.